What's going on today, everyone? Hey, I wanted to talk about Tim Pool today, the king grifter himself. Now, I used to be a big fan of Tim Pool. I used to watch everything that he did. I used to get so much of my information from him. But after watching his videos for so long, you can tell that he just changes his opinion to fit whatever will get him the most money, whatever will make him the most sponsors and get most views on YouTube. And it just doesn't sit right with me anymore. I don't want to make videos against him. I don't want to feel like I'm grifting off his content, but I feel like it needs to be pointed out that he's a constant fence sitter. He will never make a actual decision or give his actual opinion unless he knows that he's not going to get canceled or that'll continue to keep making him money. Now, I just made a video not too long ago about the established titles fiasco that was going on, and he was another one that was pushing that scam promotion going on his channel. But Timmy Pool, if you ever watch his show, he always has to be the smartest person in the room, which isn't like a bad thing. That's not. I always want to be the smartest person or, the most heard, but sometimes whenever you're the host of the show, you have to let your guests do the talking. Now, a lot of you will remember when Adam Krigler was on his show, and Adam has his own show now. You should check that out. He was a counter to Tim. To everything that Tim said, Adam had a different view, a counter view, but a lot of times it was smarter than what Tim said. So if you notice that Adam's no longer on the show and he's been coming out recently talking some truth about old Timmy Pool here. So now one of the things that drives me crazy about Timmy is his gun stance now. He's some big gun guru now. Well, for years he was anti-gun. He railed against guns and didn't want them around. Now, I get that anyone can change their opinion. The more you learn, the more you grow as a human, you change your opinion, your outlook on life. But old Timmy Pool, one of the things with gun rights is we don't usually get our gun rights back. Most of the time, we never get our gun rights back. So how much damage did he do beforehand that now all of a sudden he wants everyone to own nukes? And I know that's just a joke, but he says it multiple times on his show that everyone should be able to own nukes, right? It doesn't say in the Constitution, da 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 da. Like, shut up, that's stupid. But that's just some of the things that, like, you'll see he'll change his opinion depending on which way the wind's blowing. One of the things that drove me nuts about him, and this is so minor, but like it's such an indicator on how he views things, the Will Smith Chris Rock smack. Now he went out and said it was staged and it was fake and it was for views, and it didn't make any sense to me. I'm like, why would either one of them need to get views or pump their career? Both of them are on the top of the pay spectrum as far as acting and comedy and everything else goes. So he was so adamant about that oh no, it was for views and it was fake and yada yada. And like, I know a lot of this is petty, but it's just over time these things start to like get to you, and he'll change his ideas on like, we should fight and we should, do this, you should get out and do this, that, and the other thing. And when someone finally does it, he's like, whoa, don't, not like that. I didn't mean like that. Well, like, bro, it's either crap or get off the pot. I don't understand where you stand. So like, I can't listen to you anymore. I've literally tuned out. I'll click on your video, but I'll hit pause immediately and go down in the comment section and only comment to other people or read their comments to see where the actual intelligence is in the room. I feel like I'm just nagging about Tim here, but like he has horrible takes, and the longer you listen to his videos, the harder it is to actually take him for his word. So I know it's just my opinion, and like I said, I don't want to feel like I'm grifting off his comment or his content to get people to click on my stuff, but I just had to put this out here because I'm tired of listening to him change every other day. One other thing too, he'll tell you to fight, but during one of his shows, he admitted that they were actually looking for property in other countries because he's one of the first people that'll turn tail and run. Don't let him fool you. Now we can get into some of the people that he has like co-host the show. Now Lydia was around for a while. She was like the sound girl. She would take care of all the cameras and make sure sound and everything was working all right. But like something happened with her. Some stuff's coming out from Adam. I don't want to, say what I don't exactly know. So if you pay attention to that whole situation, some goofy stuff's going on there. Now he brings on this Mary Morgan and Libby Emmons, and dudes in the comments are such simps. I can't believe they simp over these two girls. Like I don't want to talk crap about them and say that they're ugly or anything, but I can't believe that dudes actually go nuts over these two ladies. They're not the worst looking thing, but their opinions and a lot of stuff. Mary's not so bad. Libby's full of herself and thinks she knows more than she does. But all the simps just drive me crazy. I can't even look at the comments during the live show because of the mommy milkers and everything else. The cams, shaft cam. And speaking of cams, the one that they do all the time, and I'm sorry, I'm going to have to swear here, but fucking Ian drives me nuts. I cannot stand Ian on that show. I'm sure he's the nicest person in real life, and he'll help anyone and give him the shirt off his back, but I cannot stand this dude. He comes out of left field and derails the conversation just when things are starting to get good. Here comes Ian, and he'll say the dumbest stuff. He's so uninformed on so many things. You think he would know so much being on this show all the time and listening to all these people, but no. Here comes Ian out of left field with something. I think he lived a sheltered life where he paid attention to the TV and they told him that things were bad for certain people in certain areas, and he just stuck with that. He's never really got out there and actually seen what the world has to offer. Yeah, I'm sure he's traveled and he was in Hollywood and da-da-da-da-da, but I don't think that dude has actually seen what real life is. So he'll come out of nowhere with graphene and the Federal Reserve, which are cool. Yeah, like those are dope topics and everything if you want to get into that, but like we can't even get clean water in certain cities in America, and this dude thinks we're going to start pulling graphene out of the air from carbon and changing it into this and that and the other thing, and we're going to colonize Mars. Like, yeah, I'm sure at some point we will, but like I said, we can't even get electricity to run in most of our cities or clean water to schools, but yet we're going to do all this stuff. So I can't stand this dude. Tim knows it, and I don't know if Ian's an actor, but if he's being for real, that dude, I literally can't stand him. He's the worst part of that show. When Milo told him his brain was broken, that oh man, that was the most glorious thing ever. And if you can tell, Tim isn't really that dude's friend. They put out a short of that whole Milo situation where everyone was laughing at him. And I'm a Sopranos fan. I don't know if any of you guys watch Sopranos, but there's a part where I think it's Christopher where he gets real drunk. He fell off the wagon and started drinking again. And Paulie maybe makes a joke about him. And he looks around the room and everyone's laughing at him. He just pans around the room and everyone's laughing at him. I feel like that's Ian. Like everyone's just laughing at that dude. Now we got Luke Rudkowski from We Are Change. Now, as bad as it is to say, he's probably the only one that I can stand on the show, and that's not saying much. He reminds me of like the dollar store version of Alex Jones. You know, he always got some conspiracy and he knows this and he knows that, but he never really like let you know anything. Now, him and Tim, I will give them props. They used to do some actual on-the-ground investigative journalism. Luke's still a little more active than Tim is. Tim wouldn't step out of his little compound to save his life, or maybe he would to get out of the country to save his life. That's about it. But Luke, you know, he gets into some stuff that is kind of heavy for YouTube, and you can tell that Tim gives him kind of like the kibosh to like, hey, no more, like this isn't safe. And speaking of that, I put up a video a little bit earlier, and now I got 8 subscribers currently. A video about Fauci and the new information that came out, and they took my video down right away. Now I appealed it. We'll see what happens with that, but I doubt that I'll get that one back. So I'm just out here trying, guys. I sound a little bit nervous and everything. I'm just stretching my legs, just trying to figure this whole thing out. So if you pay attention, I'm going to put out better and better content. I get my studio up and running here and start putting stuff together for you guys. So thank you for viewing. Thank you for staying here. Like I said, this is just my opinion. Take it or leave it. Bong face, and I'm out of here. Thank you, guys. Oh, yeah, I almost forgot. Let's go, Brandon.